Oh, I didn't even get my computer ready. Hello. I think it's 7 o'clock. Oh, it's 6:58. I'm 2 minutes early. And that sun is shining. Whew. I was supposed to hang my curtains last weekend and I just totally forgot. So I think I need to make sure I get that done this weekend. Maybe to cool this room off a little bit. That would be a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to move that. Now I see. Okay, I'm about to move the camera. You might want to close your eyes if you get dizzy. Maybe over here will be a little bit better. Sort of. So, as you probably figured out, my bedroom faces west. And we're upstairs. And the sun is just in just the right spot to make it so bright in here. All right. Okay. So it's, I think, well, I thought I was going to finish the tray tonight, but it's just not, in my head, it's just not done. So I am going to chalk the transfer onto the tray. Here it is. I picked up, after this dried, I let this sit overnight last night. I didn't need to, I just wanted to. And then, plus I had a phone appointment, so I got too busy with that and it was late. And so this morning, before I went to work, I went into the craft room and I grabbed a hold of this tool. Pretty sure I got this at my favorite dollar store. It's got a very pointy, sharp deal right there. And I picked up these out of my drawer. These Q-tips. And I got a glass of water. And I used the tool, and there were a few places that had globs. I don't know if you remember me pointing them out last night. And if you haven't seen the video that I did last night, I did a transfer inside here. It was a big one, so it was hanging out. And I had to push it back in, and I tried to center it, and I'm realizing I did not get it centered. After all that work of measuring and measuring, I didn't get it centered, but that's okay. And I didn't get all the air bubbles out, so there were a few spots that had globs of the paste come out, and it just kind of bled, and so it didn't look like the design that it was supposed to look like. And so I took my little tool, and I just scraped off very carefully at an angle, not just, you know, like this, scraped off the parts that I didn't want. And I just went around and touched up anything that I didn't want, you know, paste to be on. And then I took this Q-tip and I dipped it in water, and then I just kind of washed it off. So wherever there was extra chalk, where I had either scraped or where they just, you know, was just a little bit extra because the transfer was a struggle to get in there, I just used water and washed it off. And I also used this surface too, you know, for areas that were bigger. And then I sealed it. And I am quite pleased. You know, I am going to be honest, I'm a little disappointed I didn't get it centered. But I'm not going to focus on that part because I'm loving the black on black design. Hi, Linda. I just saw you there. It's good to see you. So now we're going to finish the transfer part of this, the chalking part of this. And then I have to, maybe, because I'm still thinking about doing something on this side. And for some reason, I'm just having a block with this one. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. But first, I was looking at this guy that I finished up this week. And it needs something. And so what I decided to do, and I need to plug this in. Oh, I plugged it in. Look at that. I'm actually being efficient today. So I was thinking So here it is. Oh, let me put this down on the table so you can see what I'm doing. Let me change the angle of the camera. If you happen to get dizzy, just close your eyes. I'll let you know when we're there. Okay, so here we go. I'm slowly lowering. Well, I say I'm lowering it. Try this. Oh, that's working. All right. Waiting for the computer to catch up so I can see where we're at. Perfect. Okay. We're there. So if you closed your eyes, you can open them now. And so this is what I finished the other day. And I'm thinking, because I've been looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, and I was thinking about just taking this ribbon here and tying a little bow and gluing it right here. Of course, gluing it so that the tail doesn't, you know, go straight out. I need to learn how to tie these better. When I'm doing it like this, I need to learn how to do it better so that it doesn't look so funny. I guess I need to get on YouTube and start watching. Do you know how to do that, Linda? I've seen them do it where they wrap it around their finger and then they go through somewhere and then they pull it out and they've got this beautiful little tied bow, but I don't know how to do it. So what I do is I make 2 bunny ears and then I just tie the 2 bunny ears together like that. But it doesn't really always come out nice. How are you doing, Linda? There we go. Just trying to tighten it a little bit. It might be too small. So think about just gluing it right there. It does, for some. I've had okay luck with it, but there's the occasion that it just does not come out looking good at all. That's good. I'm glad you are. I think this is better than just the whole. This is some serious glue. I think I like that better. See, it's kind of wonky, but that gives it a cute little touch, I think. Can you see it? Can't see it. Thank you. I happened to get a hold of it. My mom was at a garage sale and she picked up a box of all kinds of crafting stuff for $5. And it had some of this ribbon in there, so okay, cool. All right, on to this one. All right. So I sprayed it 2 coats of the polyacrylic, the Minwax polyacrylic. So now I am fully expecting that when I use the transfer on it, it'll be fine. It's entirely possible that, because this feels a little bit raised, and there may be a little glitch in the pasting. We'll see. We'll see. So this is the phone, wallet, keys, lock, the door, kiss me goodbye transfer. I was thinking I don't know. I think I'd rather go this way. I was thinking about something like this. I don't have enough of those. So let me take this out of the bag. So this here, centered, and then maybe these, and I may or may not dye them. I'm thinking about putting some teal in there, so maybe dye these a light color of teal, or just a light whitewash kind of thing. I have some of the whitewash looking ones, but I don't think I have enough for this, because I used them a lot. Oh, see, that'll fit. If I was to glue those there, I'll use up all my beads though. Okay, I find myself struggling with this. I buy my supplies and I'm excited to use them, and I start using them and then it's like, oh, I can't use them too much because then they'll be gone. You'd think the store is not going to have them again ever. You can't see the bottom of this. I don't know. I'll just get it chopped, and then I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what to do, and that'll be a part 4. Because I am on day 25. What's today? Tuesday. I have 4 days left. I'm on day 26. Day 26 of my 30 straight days, no matter what challenge. Sunday will be the last day of that challenge. Is it 26? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, day 26. Okay, so totally off the subject. I'm still feeling the effects of my dinner. Thank you. Yes, I made it. I had breakfast for dinner today, and I'm doing the whole seeing if I can eat a month's worth of groceries for less than $150. And I bought the cage-free organic eggs. I've never eaten them before, and I've never been able to say eggs are like absolutely. I mean, I like eggs, but those eggs were the most delicious eggs I have ever experienced. They were so, so good. All right, so I wrote on the back. I wrote something, whatever you want. You can write back, you can write the letter B, you can write an X, you can draw a heart. I mean, it's totally up to you, however you want to label this. But I label it because I want to make sure I place my transfer back onto the correct side. And I have to label mine. If you don't label it, it's okay, because you can tell the difference on the side that it needs to be on. Because if you look, it's very, very shiny, whereas this side is very matte. Excuse me. So you just want to make sure you put it back on the shiny side. Just don't do like me and not pay attention. And put it back on the matte side, because I almost destroyed my transfer trying to get it off of the matte side. That's how crazy it sticks to it. You can't tear the transfer up trying to get it off, but you can surely stretch the design. And if you stretch it, it won't. You won't be able to do you won't be able to get good results from it. So you want to be careful with that. And I don't think I'm supposed to talk today. I'm not usually a talker. Maybe it's talking for 30 days. All right. I am fuzzing really well, really good, doing some really good fuzzing. So essentially all we're doing is we're trying to put fuzz on the back, on the sticky side, so that it's not as sticky. The other night I didn't have, well, I had this, but I had it covered up and I didn't know where it was, and I just fuzzed it on my skirt. You don't have to have a fuzzing cloth, although they're very nice to have. They're very helpful in getting your transfer fuzzed and also getting them dry if you need them dried right away. Okay. So now I'm just going to center it. This will be easy to center because it's flying in there, and my ruler, oh, it's right here. Yay. And some glasses so I can see. All right, just about 3.5, just over. So this one's just under, this one's just over. But it's such a small amount, and that's not over. Hold up, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. 3.5 is right there. I don't know how to read a ruler today. Basic elementary education. See how it's sticking? Oh my goodness. It was I just bent the corner down. If you ever stick your transfer onto itself, you can just run it under water and just carefully peel it apart. Cool water, not hot water. You don't ever want to put hot water on your transfer. I think I went over too far. I said it was going to be easy to center it, didn't I? It'll be easy to keep it centered once I get it centered. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see if this is on the same. It's a little bit crooked. I got overzealous. All right, let me check this way before I try to get the air bubbles out. So that's 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. 1. All right, so now I need to move it up just about 1/4 of an inch. maybe, I mean, it's, one and a quarter, perfect. All right, one quick glance, 3 1/4, 3 1/2. All right, so I'm not going to move it up or down. I just want to move it over a little bit. Let me try that. Okay, that's where it was before. All right, now I'm going to work out the air bubbles. So I'm really going to work from the center and work my way out. And as I'm doing it, I can see the pattern of the, see that? Can you see the pattern of yesterday's transfer? So it's going to be raised up a little. It is raised up a little bit. And my experience with this one was that the chalk kind of didn't go over it very well. So we'll see. We'll see if it works. Since this is sealed, I should be able to wash it off if it doesn't work. Or maybe I should wax it. Okay, I'm not hearing any crackle. No snap, crackle, pop. Hello, Sandra. I'm so glad you joined us. Are you all packed and ready to go? Or at least everything you can until tomorrow? I was thinking about throwing in some of the Couture teal just for a little touch of color. But I mostly want to use white because I'm still trying to use it up. This also is an old formula. Almost ready. Yay! And you can still see, can't you? Does it still feel like a dream? Like you're going to wake up one day? I gotta get this baby ready. So this is the old formula, and this is what we had to do a lot with the old formula. Mine even looks a little bit like cottage cheese. It's a little bit on the lumpy side. This is very old. I mean, this is probably a secondhand jar that came to me. So I mean, it lasts a long time. It's just not as nice as it was, you know, when you first get it. And it's definitely not as nice as the Creamy Dreamy. I keep talking about the Creamy Dreamy. In 2 days, I know, so exciting. Okay, so that's ready. All right. And now let's check the white. What I had done before I closed this one is I sprayed a little bit of distilled water in there. I didn't mix it, I just sprayed it and then put the lid on it. And that will help if you're having issues with paste thickening up. That helps to keep it from being too bad the next time you use it. If you have this old formula. I haven't had issue with my new formula yet. I'm not using it as much. I'm not opening it as much. So, you know, when I really start using it every time, I'll know different. But I have heard no complaints whatsoever about the new formula. Okay, it's a little thicker than I want it to be. I want it to be like cake batter. Or like yogurt. So I'm going to add some more water. Mix this baby up. There we go. No, a little bit more. All right. Okay. Wish me luck. Hopefully the raised up chalk paste won't affect the... See, I don't know, Sandra, if you were here, if you heard this, but the black on black is raised up. And so I'm hoping and crossing my fingers it doesn't do what it did on here. You know how this was raised up and it kind of messed up my D and a couple of letters were struggling to be chalking over it. So my real concern will probably be with the small words and the line. I think the rest of them will be okay. So let's see what happens. Oh wait, where's my squeegees? Carrie, hello. Just before I jumped on, I was on Facebook and I told on myself and my Auntie Carrie a little bit. The things we used to do, we would never get away with trying that now. That's for sure. All right, so I'm doing the phone in white. I gotta be careful not to go too far. I hope so, we'll see. I mean, it could be different results with the Creamy Dreamy. All right, and the wallet. Should I do the keys in teal? I'm thinking doing the keys in teal. Okay. I'm leaving it on pretty thick because I want to make sure it doesn't dry on me before I finish. If it dries on me, then it'll just come right up with the transfer when I pull it up. Our neighborhood doggies, they're talking with each other. There's a lot of dogs in this neighborhood. Okay. I want to leave that on a little bit thicker. Make sure it doesn't dry on me. All right. Now I'm going to finish it up. I'm going to use my multi-tool to do the line, just so that I don't accidentally mix it in. Ooh, it just, nah, two-tone would be too hard to see. I love doing blue and or teal and white two-tone stuff, but I think that would have been too hard to see on this particular one. I am piling it on thick. Okay. That's a little too thick right there. I think what we're hearing, I don't know if you guys can hear that dog. It's quite funny because I understand the neighbor has that dog on medication to calm it down. I don't think the medication's working. Either that or it is, and it's keeping it from having a heart attack. Okay. And I want to do a bigger surface for the keys. I'm going to do the heart as well. Oh, this one's going to be gone soon. I need to start using this one up because I've got teal in there. All right. Now, let's scrape it off. Carefully. This is why it takes so long to use up, because I have to put it, you scrape it off, you put it back in the jar, which is great because it's very cost effective. You buy one and it lasts quite a while, depending on how much stenciling you do, how much chalking I can't get my language straight. I'm feeling the effects of no sugar. And it's affecting my ability to speak too. Do keys on the side. Well, I don't know if that will be, I'm thinking about that, but I don't know if it'll be too busy. We'll have to look and see. With the pattern, I don't know. I'll definitely check it out. Oh, you mean on the outside, don't you? I was thinking of the side over here. But you're talking about on the outside. All right. Let's see if I can hurry up and get this scraped off. Ooh, I almost put that in the white. Okay. The moment of truth is coming up. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna go slow. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Go. There's a little bit of bleeding right there. I can fix that. The line is not as crisp as I would like it, but I can fix that. The W bled a little bit, but I can fix that. Yes, I understand. I just had a brain lapse for a minute. The keys looks really good. Oh. The lock the door is going to need a little touch up. And the D is going to need a little touch up. But otherwise, there it is. All right, I'm going to get my backing. I'll wash that in a minute. I need to wash my hands before I touch anything. I'm glad I brought my tools in. So the first step I need to do, ooh, I just saw it on the computer. I love the teal. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, Sandra, we have similar tastes, I think. Okay, it's about to get loud really quick. It's dry. All right, so right here, just gonna scrape that up right there very carefully. So there was a little bump on this tray right there. So it ended up on the edge, which is fine. I don't know what it was just the tray itself. It just had this little bump on it. And then I'm going to take that off right there. Okay. Right here. It just peels off. Of course, you want to be careful not to go push too much hard pressure, because you don't want to scratch the work you did, you know, underneath it. I have more teal all over my hands. All The double, yeah. That one's probably going to need to be washed away. All right, let's see. Turn it this way. Goody. Now, I'm going to thin this out a little more so I can kind of use it as paint. As a matter of fact, I should. I don't have any trays. So I got a teeny tiny brush. And I'm just going to dab it on here just to kind of make it a little more crisp in the spots that didn't go through so well because I had to fight with the raised up pattern. That dog is screaming. Oh goodness. It barks a little bit and then it lets out a scream. Okay, I made that a little too thick. I'll fix that. The teal, yes it does. It pops. It's wonderful. I love it. I'll finish off this line right there. It's struggling because of the raised up background. There we go. I didn't have enough of my brush. So I'll fix that. I'll fix the edges once it dries. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to dry it one more time. It's about to get really loud. So the letters are looking a little rough around the edges, but I expected that with this raised up pattern. I forgot a glass of water, so I'm just going to use my pitcher. Let's see. Right there. Gotta be careful, I don't want to do too much water. I had a white spot there that's being stubborn, so I'm probably just going to go over it with some black. I don't really see anything else that I want to wash. Okay? But I do want to That's too big. There we go. All right, there it is. Not as bad as I thought it would be. I think it looks pretty good. I do want to dab some black right there with that white spot with that W. I don't know why it won't come out. But it can be fixed with the black. And so now that it's on here, I could do like what Sandra was saying. You know, I was, thank you for the hearts. I was wondering the same thing, Sandra, but I didn't think about that until after I had the transfer on there. And as hard as it was to get it centered, I thought I'd just take a chance. But you're right. So I think the next project, because I sealed it with the polyacrylic, but you're right, the wax may help, you know, smooth it out a little more, which would have probably been a good idea. But I'm still happy with the way it came out, quite honestly. I just may do like some keys over here. Maybe do like a couple, like a one teal and then a white, you know, and then maybe one on this side too. Do a teal and then 2 whites. See, it's starting to happen now. And I was thinking about those beads. What did I do with them? I lost them. Oh no, I didn't. They're right here. I have a habit of covering things up. I was thinking about, ooh, oh, hold up, I'll be right back. What about thinking putting this along the inside? I'm waiting for it to show up on the computer so I can see it from a different perspective. But maybe glue this against the edges. Kind of hard to tell, but I kind of like it. I kind of think it gives it a little more dimension. What do you think? If I glue that along the edges, put the keys on the outside, and wrap the handles as well. I thought I had some twine in here. I could. Nothing on the inside? Yeah, I'm thinking I like that idea better too. I need to fix those O's, make them a little clearer. Yeah, because that's not really the right color either. You're right. I'm going to wrap the handles and add the keys. We can do that tomorrow. That can be part 4. So probably what I'll do is go ahead and seal this tonight. I'll fix that O, seal this, and then finish it tomorrow. Put the keys on the outside. Yeah. I'm not having the mind block anymore because I have help from my friends. Okay. So that's going to be it for tonight. If you're interested in checking out our Club Couture, we have an adorable transfer this month. Life is a bowl of cherries. Make it sweet. And it has these 2 on the top and this on the bottom. And I just kind of switched it around for this particular project. It's been used by me on that cutting board, on this t-shirt that I made for my mom, on this Dollar Tree tag, door tag. I covered the front with craft paper and then painted the back with, I do have old-fashioned keys, Carrie. Paint and did the front with this transfer, and we have a new transfer every single month specifically for club members and club members only. And so if you want information to check it out, it's free shipping to your house along with 3 colors of chalk paste plus deals that they offer throughout the year. And anytime a new catalog is printed, club members get a free one, and flat shipping for anything else ordered off my website is a flat rate of $4.95 in the US. So it's all kinds of great deals for club members only. So if you'd like more information, just type club in the comments. If you're watching the replay, please press or type hashtag replay in the comments so that I can so I can say hi. And if you're watching on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate it if you would push subscribe and tap that little bell so you can be notified when I put up new projects. And I think we are done for tonight. And yes, Carrie, I'm going to find my keys. You know, I organized my craft room and now I can't find anything. Thank you for those hearts. So I think I need to label drawers because I'm having to search every single drawer every time I'm trying to look for something, and search boxes and search containers, and because I still don't have my rhythm yet. Bye, Sandra. If I don't see or talk to you before you leave Friday, have a safe trip and have so much fun. Fun. But yeah, I'll pull this out and we'll do this. We'll finish this up tomorrow. And hopefully I'll see you there. See up all of you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Sandra, for joining me. All right. Good night, everybody. Okay. That sounds good, Sandra. Bye-bye, everybody.